right, what's up, guys?
All good.
So we'll skip the introductions. I'll have you introduce yourself. I wanted to start off by saying thank you for coming. I know you're busy. They got a day of thrifting and other stuff going on after this. But I think like a little context, these guys are throwing some of like the coolest events going on in the world right now. And at the same time, you know, they're a kind of a bubbling DJ duo. So why don't you take like a minute and introduce yourselves to the people who don't know who you are.
Thanks for having us. You want to go first?
No, I'm good.
No, you have
No, Sharif goes first.
Sharif goes
I'll go first. I'm Sharif. We're both Lebanese. Met in college back then, maybe
12 years ago?
12, 15 years ago. Dude used to hate me.
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then I forced him to like me step by step.
It wasn't the best first impression, or second, or third.
Let me guess. You thought he was too much, and
He thought I was too much.
He thought he was.
I didn't think he was too much.
I can relate to that completely. But go on.
I see that too.
Yeah.
I think you're too much. So,
so I like you.
Yeah.
so we grew up in Lebanon, both civil engineers. Moved to the States for civil engineering stuff.
For the uninitiated, what's a civil engineer?
But it's just buildings and bridges and just building stuff from the ground up.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so I still do it.
You see these hands.
Yeah.
Wow, rough hands.
That's more of like the scout boy that I was and volleyball. So I still do that for like during the day.
Okay.
And then he's also with the Port Authority here.
At ACOM.
ACOM, I work with
that if we don't
more so in operations. I don't do, like my hands are very soft.
Ooh, soft hands.
So I don't do the construction work, but yeah, I work in engineering as well. So we're still doing that. I've been doing it for 6-7 years. And I think we first got into music. I got him into house music. He used to go to the Jane Hotel.
A luxury hotel in Manhattan that could be one of the best bargains in the city. But wait till you see why. This is the Jane Hotel.
That's what he says. That's what he says.
It's true. You can ask anyone.
So that's actually.
No. So back in Lebanon, we used to rave. Then we moved to the States and.
Let me guess, like psytrance.
No.
Really, actually, Lebanon has really, really, really insane clubs.
And hopefully you'll be there this summer to see.
Honestly, best clubs I've seen so far.
Okay.
I've been going.
So let's rewind though for a second. Rewind and fast forward. So Jane Hotel, we're in New York at this point. What year is this?
So we're in New York. I moved here 7 years ago.
Yeah, 1 year before I did.
Oh, you're officially a New Yorker.
Yeah, I'm a New Yorker.
Is it 7 years?
It's 7 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, 7 years.
So I moved 7 years ago, and then I did not have this clique that wanted to go to the house music parties, and was just getting drunk and then going to these
going to
hip hop and these places. Then he joined maybe a year or two later.
Less than a year later, actually. Yeah.
So you came from Lebanon.
I came from Lebanon.
Okay.
And he was cheap and just wanted a roommate.
No. Let me rewind. I had to live in Bay Ridge for a year because I couldn't find a roommate.
So Bay Ridge, that's near Staten Island, right?
Brooklyn, across the Verrazano Bridge.
So it was like an hour away from the office.
Maybe this guy that I don't actually like, but whatever.
And then one day he called me. I remember the day I was in West Village, and he said, "Listen, our third roommate is leaving. There's a spot for you." And I celebrated that day.
That's amazing.
And then that's when we moved in together and like got closer and closer.
So paradigm shift happens. He moves in. Okay, and you guys start going to shows in New York.
Before moving in,
we went out for like a year.
Okay,
but we weren't roommates.
You were dating before you got married.
We were dating
Soft
before
dating.
we got married.
Soft dating. Okay.
Soft dating.
I got
soft dating and like Deep Brooklyn, Mirage, and these guys. You know.
It was outputs mostly.
Yeah.
House of Yes. Outputs.
These are languages I speak. What's amazing is our paths never crossed before then, but
New York is massive.
Yeah, New York is massive. But sorry, continue.
You're not too inviting anyways to approach.
That's definitely true. It's like I'm a smiling golden retriever, but yes.
So he moves in. I did like 7 years of guitar and a couple of years of piano back then.
So you're like classically trained musician, you can say.
Right. And then we started frequenting like these clubs every week, like back in Lebanon. And then we're like, you know what, let's buy a DJ set. No, we went to Burning Man. I think.
That was 2018. It was our first burn. So the first burn changed a lot of the dynamics of what we're trying to do.
Got it. So
Went to the burn,
kind of an eye-opening
saw
moment.
Bedouin
100%.
again, and Bedouin was like for us
The highlights.
back then, you
Yeah.
know, and we're like,
That was my favorite track. For
and then
That's-
Alaa was like, you know what, like we should DJ. I'm like, but it's a bit too late. We're like 24. He's like, what do you
It's
mean?
never
Like
too
these
late.
guys started maybe
that age.
at
Maybe,
that age,
or like
right?
Earlier.
So we got like the small CDJ. We started playing like the 2-in-1, not even 3-in-1. It's a 3-in-1. It's small.
So like a tractor.
Yeah, like you need to plug it onto the laptop.
Yeah.
But before that, we did spend a couple of months collecting tracks. So we did decide, okay, let's start collecting music properly because like we had shit all over the place on your folders or on Spotify or whatever. So we started to organize some stuff, and then decided to buy the hardware. I started playing around. So that was like November 2018, and then 2 weeks later we had our first gig at Felix. I'm not too proud of this moment, but
And what do you mean? Here, pizza.
Fuck!
Pizza.
pizza.
No, it's Josie with food. Does someone just press the door button?
Do we hash to be cut or no?
This is good.
No,
This
no,
is good.
it's-
Let's roll. Let's roll.
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
So,
At Felix, yeah.
So we started doing that at Felix, etc. Then we went to Lebanon. We had New Year's there.
That was a month later.
Okay.
So we're,
month after we
we're
started.
6 weeks into starting, like first getting equipment.
So we take that massive Airbnb on the beach with the pool, etc.
In the-
Invite our
in the
friends.
North
like, I don't know,
Lebanon.
like 80 people that came, and there was only us playing basically. So we started at midnight, finished at like 8 or 9 in the morning, and it was like just, you know, we've been listening to music and collecting music, but we don't have
Shit.
75 hours of music.
We
You know,
played
we
every
had-
single
We
track.
had 8 hours and 2 minutes, so we cut it.
It was perfect timing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad the neighbors called, complained, because like we're running out of music at that
So,
point.
question for you guys. So, I've never been to Lebanon. I think that there's like, Christian, correct?
Yes,
Muslim, correct?
correct.
Jewish.
The Holy
World
Trinity.
peace is happening right here. So, Muslim, a
you-
Christian, a Jew walk into a bar
You'll know one day.
or walk into a rave. What do? They
They
dance.
just rave, yeah.
They dance. Okay. I think that there's like a misconception, at least for a lot of folks, you know, in the West, like about how liberal or not like a country like Lebanon is. So you're like, you go back to Lebanon, you throw this 80-person party, people are getting loose, blah, 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 blah. And you decide like, this is our moment, or this is like what we want to do from like go forward.
I mean, the joy that we felt at this moment made it clear that we should be doing more of that,
Okay.
because obviously it was addicting from like the get-go. So we just put our heads down and worked more, played more at Felix, like made it a weekly thing. So it was like for a full year, that was like our practice, right?
Practice? We're talking about practice, man.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's 8 hours of bad mixing.
Yeah.
It wasn't a perfect night, right? But people enjoyed, we enjoyed. So we just did that for a year, playing at Felix every Sunday, sometimes Thursday, until COVID hit.
It was church.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
right after church.
But you know, like before playing that 8-hour set, we were just watching DJs play, and they're like, you don't even put yourself in their shoe to understand like what is it that they're feeling.
What does
you know,
it
and,
take?
yeah, and like why do they do this, etc. Everyone does it for a different reason, right? But then you're there, and then you see your friends like so fucking happy, and like
that's
you're
One of
working,
the
you
first
put
times
music
me and
on.
you had a conversation, I was like, why do you do this? And you go, look at everyone.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, look at their faces.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So-
I wasn't there yet.
You know,
This
no,
I was
for-
just experiencing for the first time.
For sure.
But like you're sitting in your office, right? You're putting music on, and then you hear these weird music, the ones that you like, whatever it is, right? It might
Yeah.
be tribal, it might be whatever, and we're like, fuck, this is sick. So you know, like so music is stimulating your brain
100%.
in a way that I don't think any other thing does, right?
Yeah.
Not for me at least. So when you get to introduce this sound, whatever it is, to other people, and then you see their reaction and they like it, some people won't, but those who
It's
do,
like putting people on the game. It's like,
yeah,
let me
and
show
then,
you
like,
something
and then
good.
honestly, they'll be grateful. Like I don't care that they're grateful, but you know, like it's something that brings joy to them. You know,
Yeah.
so like fuck, let's find these deep noises. So that's what kind of motivated me.
Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit, all right? So you guys throw like not your first event, but you throw a party in Vermont, correct?
Yeah.
Like that's we call this V2 alko beginning of new age, like you guys really making like a kind of thumbprint on what's going on in dance music.
Yeah.
So talk about like, I guess like what COVID did for you and like how you were like, let's go to fucking Vermont with 40 of our friends.
So I think COVID itself was definitely a game changer because it gave us the opportunity to actually, and the motivation to do something in the scene in New York, right? We all wanted to party. It was depressing, right? First 2-3 months, nothing was happening. So we decided to just throw the basement, the rooftop, the living room, any space that could hook up sound and host people. We just threw these parties for a couple of months.
Yeah.
And then Sharif met Shaheen, who's obviously a very notable person to mention.
Shaheen is so alko duo right here, DJ duo,
Correct.
production duo maybe. I'm not. We'll get there.
We work together on the productions
But
as well. And Shaheen is
so Shaheen is the kind of third portion of Labyrinto and Tutorial, which we'll get to in this
100%.
story.
So that summer we met Shaheen, and Shaheen is a visionary as well. So he did help us.
Also
push.
Lebanese?
No, he's Persian.
Persian?
No.
Ah, kosanana.
So we
What does that mean?
so COVID
It means
hit,
it's a
right?
very bad word for vagina in Farsi.
Okay, good. Interesting.
Yeah. I have tons of Persian friends and I know how to curse in Persian. But go on.
Us too. I did not get to this word though. Interestingly.
Kos, kir, kosanana. But go on.
So COVID hit, and then we find this clique in New York and like parties, etc. So that one triplex in Soho, they wanted to throw a party. I was super not involved. I like barely knew anyone. I knew them, but like was not involved in the production of the party, etc.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, you guys need some help. They're like,
Look
sure,
at these hands.
Sure,
like
come
I
at-
can help.
come at 5 p.m.
I can lift heavy
We're
shit.
gonna start.
Yeah.
So I go there and then I see like it's a mess and like no decoration, bar situations like not really managed. And I'm like, you do this. I go, grab, like go on top of the roof, pull strings, etc. And then during the party, which I did not know, so back there, like go back to Lebanon, my brother used to produce events.
Okay.
And that's how I got involved and I was like,
Got it.
managing
So
people.
you had like a skill set from doing it in the past that you were like, let me like.
Yeah, actually,
Level up
Michael.
these
So Michael,
people.
you know Michael Kuna, Mashrik.
Yeah.
So Michael has been throwing Kuna. I go to Michael and I'm like, you do Kuna, etc. I want to play in gospel. He was throwing events in gospel, etc. Like, how can I help, etc. And he kept on putting me on the side. And I
Wow,
wasn't.
he
and
big
I-
dogged you.
And I wasn't pushing it. I'm like, and like every couple
We
of
had
months.
just started, right? We weren't proven or good enough, maybe for some people. People hadn't heard
There
us
is
as much.
like you gotta like so the first time Josie ever DJ'd, like we hustled her onto the decks.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think there's definitely
Because
like
there's-
persistence beats resistance in all things.
And then during the event, I'm like just working. That's how I have
Jumping
fun.
between door, bar.
I'm giving directions. I'm like making people pay tips to the bartenders. Like just
Event management.
Yeah.
So second day, Shaheen hits me up. He's like, "Hey, like, who are you?"
He's like, did we pay you?
I'm like,
are you on payroll?
He's like, "Do you wanna go out for lunch?" I'm like, "Sure." So I go out. He's like, "Honestly, without you, like, the party would have been crap." I'm like, "I was just having fun." He's like, "So I've been having this idea of going to Vermont or somewhere. There are these sick Airbnbs. We can take them. It's like 50 people. We take a group with us." Because you couldn't do much in New York, like this party, triplex, cops showed up knocking on the doors. We had to put people pushing.
How many people could you shove in here in this
Here?
place?
150.
Yeah. I've seen it here
We had
before.
250 people in that party.
Okay.
So cops trying to actually walk into the property. And then us on the other side pushing the door. It's like it was fun.
Yeah,
But like at some point,
boys, you're gonna get
let's do
Homeland
some-
Security called
Yeah,
on you.
let's
like,
do something
you
a
gotta
bit more
watch out.
creative in the nature with art and whatever. So I'm like, I'm down. Let's book. So we're looking at places, and we found this place, and he's like, but you know what? Maybe like people don't show up, or maybe like we're gonna commit to this amount of money, and etc. I'm like, look, I'm Lebanese. There's 50 Lebanese people here that I can tell, hey, let's take that house
And it's gone.
and then go that weekend, and like I will take the risk on it.
So I can, what Shaheen was stealing people, I can resonate with. So I was like are these guys going to show up for the last for the last 48 hours? So I get it. But
We're here.
We're here. Okay, so we have some trepidation or Shaheen has trepidation. Are people going to
So
show?
he's like,
You
what
say,
up? I'm like,
I know 50 people are
Worst
going to
case
come.
scenario, we turn it into something that's not that, and then I just go on a weekend with my friends.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
I would
booked
just
the
play
place.
for.
Either way,
friends.
you're out of New York City having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
It was Labor Day weekend.
Okay, so.
So I booked the place, and then we throw a filler out, like, hey guys, this is what's happening, and then a really nice group of people started to sign up.
It was
Where was my invite?
Remember what we said?
Oh, we didn't know each other.
You're not
inviting. Thank you.
So we go to Vermont. Honestly, really, really, really sick experience. 5 days, food, art, mushroom ceremonies, cacao ceremonies.
Parties.
We
That got stopped by
bring-
police as well.
We bring Patrick. Now the police. That's
That's
do it
another
like
story.
Season 3, episode 2. But like we can do like a full-on
Yeah.
2 hours about cops. In
We
the
will.
last 3 years. So we got Patrick Cash from
LA.
Subculture guy.
Yes.
Subculture, and that's how we started the first interaction with
got it.
Subculture. And everyone had really blessed. It was 50 people, like nonstop, like on family vibes. You know, it was not big production. It was still super.
And that
cool.
group really clicked from there on, and
Yes,
really never
so-
disassembled.
So you guys roll with like an ever-growing squad of like you're kind of like the
it's
merry
called-
pranksters in that regard.
it's
like,
called the Traveling Circus.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's like super organic. Nothing was forced.
No.
nothing, you know?
And I'm not saying it is. I'm saying how has it starts off with 50. Like, what would you rate the size of the team right now?
I would say
Well, I
so.
mean, like I've hopped onto the wagon, so like.
So the people that actually go wherever we're going without asking questions, I would say are at least 100, 150.
No, dude. What do you mean? 500.
700 billion and $1,300,000,000,000 billion.
No, the ones that don't ask questions, right? Like the one that was just
500.
probably maybe 500.
Okay,
500.
so anyway.
It's just how much we want to push it out. You know,
As
like
like-
we have
let's,
not, so from there Titoria started, right? Like so it was 50.
Explain to the people what Trattoria is.
So we're like, and I love traveling. Shaheen loves traveling. We're like, okay, so what do we do next? Costa Rica, let's go to Costa Rica. I did not even have a green card. I could not go to Costa Rica. So I was like,
Wow, I forgot about that.
I was betting that I'm gonna get my green card before Costa Rica, and it was like 3 months.
In a personal experience, I was going with my girlfriend for a wedding in France, and the day of, no exaggeration, is this a lie or truth or lie? Literally, like 7, 8 p.m. I'm like, let me get your passport. I'm checking in for the flight, and I look and I'm like, your passport expires in like a day. I was like, you can't enter the European. You need 6 months of time.
Yeah.
So we she hits the panic button. I hit the calm, cool, collected.
Jewish button.
No, not even the Jewish button. It's like, let's fucking figure it out. So go on a Facebook group, that. 12 hours later, we get her a brand new fucking passport.
That's the Jewish button, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
the get shit done button, we'll
Yeah.
call it. We're cousins, by the way. Distant cousins. But continue.
So we got to Costa Rica, then it becomes 250 people. I think like 150 people flew in, and then 100 people that are kind of in the scene over there.
Or
joined.
we're already there, traveling there, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like really sick. 2 villas with pools with an insane view. And
Really, really nice. But I think the challenge there was we were going to a place that we've never been to before to throw a party for people.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're like, fake it till you make it kind of thing on the
That's
spot.
what you have to do.
You have to do it.
Is the end goal DJ or is the end goal party? And is it is the party creation a means to elevate the DJ?
End goal for us or for each of us individually or
For, you as a collective and you as individuals.
I think just
within the scope of Alko.
the way I see it is 2 things. One, just make people happy, like
Okay.
whether it's throwing parties, whether it's playing at someone else's party, but
Absolutely
just
zero selfish means to all of this.
for sure. But making people happy and then changing the scene, right? Whether it's through the parties, through DJing, or through other endeavors that we're
Okay.
will or are working on
Yeah.
now.
Cliffhanger.
The,
Cliffhanger for sure.
Cliffhanger.
no, honestly, the end goal started as DJs.
Okay.
That was the first end goal.
So
And
it
then
was like, if we
organically
throw
went to-
dope events, we can elevate our DJ brand.
Not really. The dope events had nothing to like. It was.
It just happened.
It was honestly super organic. It was just
No,
let's
I'm
go
not
have
saying
fun.
it's not
Yeah.
organic,
No,
but
no,
at a
but-
certain point, when you are
I mean,
able
now
to put
the-
yourself on the same flyer, you know, when it's your name under.
It will
another-
help. It for sure helps.
Okay.
Right? But that wasn't the goal. That wasn't
I
the reason why
honestly
we did it.
separate these two completely. I separate this and that. I'm not trying to use this for that or use this for that. This started as we want to become DJ, and this started as we want to have fun and make people. And honestly,
They're complementary, yes.
So
but
we get to the good part, which is later. Fast forward San Miguel. Fast forward Cappadocia.
Okay, yeah. So Vermont parties, they say, let's up the ante. Let's go
internationally.
Let's go internationally to the deserts of Turkey, to Cappadocia, Balloon, Instagram, very dusty place. But
Very ancient.
Beautiful
Not
place.
Instagram though. Like it's still like even if you go to
Flying
Titoria.
into Kayseri, that airport,
Yeah.
is like you're like, oh.
So Cappadocia also 5 days, music, art, gastronomy, really really cool people, you know, and it scaled up a bit here to the parties being 1,000 people.
Yeah.
So that's how you guys got on my radar. So like I had close friends go to that event and they were like, we're going to Cappadocia for this party, like you should come. And we were kind of like, like, you know, whatever.
It was still kind of COVID. It was still summer 2021.
Oh, like we were full blown just like throwing caution to the wind, but it was kind of like what you said. If you have, you know, 500 people that are in, no questions asked.
Yeah.
So back then it was still questions asked.
Yeah.
right?
So I was asking a lot of questions back
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and we ruled it out.
Yeah.
I don't know where we ended up going.
Yeah.
But we,
So Turkey, I think, was the first like proper
Production, bigger
I
list.
think that's when you also like grew your ravenous fan base in terms of like you guys as a production company, like you guys as
Yeah,
like
yeah.
these guys
I
throw
mean,
dope parties.
To this day, the cave party is still one of my favorite.
You can see it on like so we did the first year Echoes of Agartha. We came up with we partnered up with Yaz from Turkey, and we created this baby. And now you can see it all over social media, right?
It's blowing up.
That venue inside the cave with the drone
So
shots.
when you
and
go
stuff.
to like Turkey, do you find like boots on the ground, like a local production
you
team?
have to.
Yeah, but you speak with a shit ton of them too, because so what we do is not the norm.
No, it's
right?
not out of the
So-
box
so-
by any means.
So what?
Did you not hear the first thing I said? Throwing some of the best parties on planet Earth was my introduction
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about this, right? So the production companies, they're
It's
a company
step, right?
that are there to make money.
Yeah.
That's their goal usually,
Yeah.
right? And they are working for people, or they're producing events to people that whose goal is to make money.
It's just money driven. Festivals, big
We
parties.
wanted $0. We've been wanting $0. Like I was just starting with the.
Can you give me money then?
No, we don't lose money, but we want
right?
$0.
So like it was not money driven, and it's not money driven, and it's more art and creation and etc.
Yeah.
Right?
Experience.
So now go to these people, tell them, look, I don't have money, like I'm not coming out of money, and all I want to do is art, an artsy stage,
And
an
they're
artsy
like, "Dude,
production.
what?"
Yeah, so it's dude what, right?
It's
So
confusing.
you have to. That's why you have to ask a lot of questions and involve the right people to get to where you want to get. Otherwise, it can derail
Very quickly.
simply.
Yeah.
So we go there, and then we don't have venues, like we don't have clubs, we don't have closed structures. We just have nature. We have like really interesting nature that people never thought
They would party in that
could
landscape.
Actually go there.
No, when you first go there, like visually, it's like one of the most unique places you'll ever lay your eyes on. Like it's like where, like what Dr. Seuss book did this all? come from?
And you're not from there, right? You did not grow up there, so you don't know what's there. You just know what
You're going into an unknown, basically.
You know where people are taking you, basically, right? So you go with these production companies, and then they take you to this venue, or what they think can become a venue, because it has big roads that can lead you to this big empty space where you can shove 2,000 people. And you're like, this is not what I want.
It's not special enough.
Take me.
Is what
like,
we're thinking.
Just, you know what? Ride on the train. I'll drive. Kind of situation,
Yeah,
right? And then you go into these places, and then you find this fucking insane canyon with like caves, and I'm like,
Yeah.
This
here.
is it.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what do you mean here? Like,
they're like
Where?
sir, there's no infrastructure,
Like,
there's
where-
no road. Like,
There's
where?
nothing.
yeah.
like there's no space for people to dance. It's a canyon that does like a V shape.
A V shape,
And
exactly.
in front of where you want to place the DJ, which is under a cave, there's a massive.
Hole in the the cave, exactly.
The
in
hole is
mountain.
behind you, but in front of you, it's a massive rock.
Yeah.
So like DJ is gonna facing the rock, and then he's gonna. I'm like, doesn't matter. Like I'm not trying to create something that exists. I'm trying to party in a sick ass location, and this is it. Like so, either jump on board
Well, you coming?
or no pressure. Tell me you don't want to do
We'll
it,
find
but
someone
I
else.
need to know today because I need to find someone else. You know, and then they jump on board.
I love the self-awareness of all that. That like
Yeah.
you had a vision and you're like, I'm gonna execute on it without any qualms about losing people who don't see the vision along the way. So respect on that.
For sure. And it's more so explaining your vision to an extent that they would accept it eventually and they're just jump on board.
So that's Turkey, which was a bit easier with the production team because like they were well set up, and it's a country where the music scene exists. Like
In Istanbul mostly, but around even on the
you
shore.
have big production companies.
Yep.
I'll go to Costa Rica again, year 2.
First edition of Labyrinto.
Yeah, so explain the difference between Trattoria and Labyrinto and what they both are as separate entities for the uninitiated.
For sure. So Trattoria is the collective of Sharif, Shaheen, and myself, and that came to life, as we said, Vermont, the first Costa Rica, San Miguel in Mexico, and Cappadocia. Cappadocia was a partnership with Gate. That was our first partnership that we do with another party brand. So Labyrinto is a partnership with Subculture LA. So together, it became Labyrinto.
Got it.
So, Trattoria is meant to be like one place, one time. That's it. No
Very special, very unique.
Got it. So
No
a moment in
repeats.
time, it's
So,
gone.
you- so we did Costa Rica, San Miguel, Cappadocia, and Cappadocia, yeah, is what the Gate. We're like, hey, we need to do it next year. Like it's insane. It's a big
You're like,
festival.
that's not the vision.
And I'm like,
No.
this is not what we want to do. But I
Feel free.
don't want to fuck up with your plans.
Run
Do
with it.
Yeah.
Do it, and then good luck.
Good luck.
You know?
And he's
Very
doing great. And he's,
good luck.
he's doing great.
No, it's probably #1 festival now, right? Next summer we did Romania, volcanoes and castles and etc. Which
So you're like, okay, Turkish desert, not enough.
no,
It's
check.
not enough. It's more so check.
Yeah, but you're
No,
always, it's
so-
not like you're looking for the level up. Like, it's not like you're not regressing.
I'm looking to have fun.
I understand.
I'm not gonna have fun in the same place twice.
Understood.
Yeah.
So take me somewhere else.
Take me somewhere else. Put me in a volcano or Dracula's
Yeah,
castle.
so we're done
For
with
sure.
volcanoes, we're done with castles, we're done with caves.
We're done with
I think
jungles.
I'm done with planet Earth, honestly.
Write this down. M-A-R-S. Mars, bitches.
King of.
It's time to go to the moon. It's partying in the moon. No, but like, it's been special. It's been real. And I think we're still looking forward to making new memories, more memories in new places, new locations. So we'll see what comes in the future.
All right, good natural segue. Let's do a little word association, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll start with you, Ala. Okay? First thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
The last guy on the show didn't quite get this. Now that I love you, but you were spitting out multiple words. I need first word. Brooklyn.
Mirage.
Ooh,
I was gonna say
I
this.
wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that.
Yeah. It's what my Google Map says as well. Like if I type Brooklyn, it's gonna say Mirage.
Okay. Mirage. Daft Punk.
Classic.
Friendship.
Valuable.
Hash.
Valuable.
Oxygen. It's what I breathe, baby.
I smoke better than air. If I could, I'd smoke in my sleep.
Sharif.
Sharif? Brother. For
I
sure.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sharif. Beirut.
Home. The DJ?
Yeah.
Why are you putting in the stuff?
No. the last show they got DJ names as well.
Friend
Friend. Sleep.
needed.
Important.
I feel that. Fresh fruit.
Fresh fruit?
Yeah, I always see you eating fresh fruit.
Yeah. Surprisingly
delicious.
Not to me, to people. Like you bring fresh fruit at 7 in the morning when people are.
Oh,
It's been our thing.
What? Pineapples?
Mind blowing.
That's me. That's me. I'm like,
It's just fine.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
This guy's got fucking fruit, man.
Yeah,
Like,
so fresh fruit.
yeah. Allah.
Super special.
Super
Just leave it
special. Guys, come on. Clap it up for that, team. Come on. Super special. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. So we hit our most recent Labyrinto. We're not doing.
So wait, so Tithoria
wait.
is just one place, one etc.
Yeah,
Right?
moment in time.
So then we did Costa Rica, the first like production in Costa Rica, and that's what I was saying. Like you just go, and then production companies they don't want to go there, you know. Like so Turkey has established production companies and etc. That's easier.
Yeah.
Costa Rica is nothing. It's like slow people, super pura vida. They
Island time.
right. So you go there, and then you want to create this and scale it up because
They don't
because the
understand.
thing is that people's expectations have been going up and up and up and up, and ours too. And then people are like, but how the fuck are you gonna like top a cave? And then you go to a jungle, and then you start, but you go and ask people from
So
there.
you view Costa Rica almost as like a place where you guys can expand on the production value and quality.
So
We have to bring in that wow
so
factor
the
somehow. That
expansion-
nation doesn't.
The expansion of the production only has to do with how many people, the right people, know of us and want to join this community, because eventually, it's also about cost.
It's economies of scale.
It's cost, right? So I'm not gonna spend X dollars, and like there's this much money people can afford to pay,
Yeah.
and there's this money you want to realistically have your friends
Spend.
pay, and you spend, right?
Yeah.
So you were 1,000 people, 500 people, 250, then you scale your production accordingly, because all of that money that you're trying to collect, you're
So I have
putting
a
it in
question.
production.
Do you think if you weren't a civil engineer, like a project manager for construction by trade, you would be as good as you are at this?
No, 100%.
Probably not.
100% not.
No, 100% no.
So
It's all
It's
about.
a skill set that you
is
grow.
there any part of you that when you were like, because you said your brother threw events in Lebanon. So is there any part of you when you were like, I'm becoming a civil engineer, look at these rough hands, like I'm gonna be throwing parties at a later date?
No.
It was natural.
Natural.
Very, very organic, for
No.
sure. But you're smart enough to use the skill set that you have into something else, because you can plug in,
Easily
plug out,
transferable.
for
So
sure.
what people don't know about throwing events, it's that it's super difficult. So my brother, for example,
When you threw the party at Josh's house, shout out Josh, we had to like move a table, and I was like, holy fuck, this is crazy. Like,
yeah, but I'm talking like if you are trying to invest money into it and then at least not lose money, it's super difficult.
It's
because
stressful,
you are putting your entire energy into one day that might be raining if you're doing it outside. That might in Lebanon you might have an explosion, whatever back then, right? Not anymore. Not anymore. Or you have big competitors, especially if you're not big. Like if you're trying to compete with Mirage here, or if you're trying to throw a party in New York
You're toast.
for 500 people,
competition is
kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
That's why you don't see us do a lot of
your
events in New
DJs are
York,
too
to be honest.
expensive, the competition's too big, etc.
Space is expensive.
Very.
Everything, right? So it's a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of resources that you're investing in one day. So my brother got out of this, and he realized like we have all of these sick ideas, and it's super fun and that, but to what point?
Doesn't
Like,
make
you know,
sense.
it's draining me. It's taking all my energy, and it's etc. And the reward, honestly, for us, the reward is just people having fun. But at some point, we're like, okay, but it's costing me too much. I'm not talking money, right?
Just energy and time.
So you can do it for a couple of years, etc., and then you'll be like, okay, now what?
Yeah. Just for reference, we do spend at least 4 or 5 months planning for such an event, right? It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah,
It's
now
not.
it's
It's not.
a year. Now it's easy a year.
Okay.
A year and a half.
That's a good segue. We have some food here for our guests. Can we get the food? So we have some traditional Lebanese, Middle Eastern food. It's really
Interesting.
hummus.
Just hummus.
Just hummus. one of these hummuses was made by yours truly last night. So like that was
Really?
some of
Are
the
we doing a test right now?
Yeah. So
Nice.
it's a blind test. We're gonna see like which do you think is mine,
Nice.
which do you think isn't. I actually
Where's the other one from?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you anything.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I can't tell you anything. So we have three. Do we have pita? Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay. Oh well, one is different color. I think that's. I'm gonna let
Is
you
that
know.
beet
that
hummus?
one's-
It's beetroot.
That one's not mine.
Yeah.
Okay. So like,
I'm looking
that
at
one
the
isn't
texture.
mine. So you've narrowed.
It's one of two.
you've narrowed
Just
it
from
down.
texture, I could.
This is yours.
Yeah.
It has big pieces. You gotta grind it more, dude.
We'll see. You gotta
Let's see the taste. Let's
you-
taste.
Yeah, you gotta
Let's taste and judge.
You gotta
The
taste.
question was, which was better?
It's which is better and which you think is mine.
Yeah. Go first.
This is better.
Okay.
You have both in your mouth at the same time.
So we need a recount.
For what?
A recount. You can't have them both in the
Yeah.
at the same time.
You have to do this and then like.
You have water to Do you have pita bread?
like the big one. I think this is better. I think this is yours, but this tastes kind of like traditional in a sense that it's not professionally made. So you would find this at homes in Lebanon, where like whoever's
Okay,
making
so
it is not a pro.
Which you think
But
is mine? Which you think is better?
This is yours. This is better.
I want to ask a question.
Yes.
Is the other one a can?
I can't tell you anything.
Because if the other one is a can, this is the other one, and you win.
Ah.
If the other one
Did
is
he
a
ask you?
restaurant,
He asked you a question.
then you're.
Listen, this is my production, okay? I need you to hop to and get in line. Which is mine? Which is better?
This is better. I'm gonna go for it. This is yours.
This is better. This is mine.
Yes.
None of them are mine. I'm not making hummus last night. Are you kidding me? Like, but I'm glad that you think this is better. Do we have? Do we remember names for either of these?
I think this is
What are-
Trader.
what are
Is it Trader
brand
Joe's?
What are
This is a
brand
can.
names?
This is crap. I don't want to say it was crap. It was crap.
That one's Mediterranean. That one's beef. They're all different brands.
Or what?
That one is.
One
A
of the. I
can.
mean, what are? Which one? There's got to be like a Sabra.
Wait,
Trader
did you
Joe's.
say that's
I
Mediterranean?
Oh, we
Not
didn't.
one
We
of
didn't.
Sabra.
We didn't. Okay, we're not plugging Sabra.
Did you say that was Mediterranean?
It's like a Mediterranean.
Like the Mediterranean mix.
Is there hummus that's not
classic.
Mediterranean?
That's actually classic. Like
Yeah, Adam's hummus, which was not made last night.
one brand
Would
is
not be
try.
If my grandma sees me eating the beetroot hummus, she would flip the fuck out.
Would she? Why?
Because that's not supposed to be pink, dude.
What color should it be?
Just like regular cream. But it's good. I like it. But I hope she doesn't watch the episode. Grandma in Lebanon, do not watch the episode.
Don't watch that. What's your favorite spot to get Lebanese food in the city?
Balade.
For sure.
Where is it?
We should go.
It's on 13 and 1st.
We should go. It's
Let's
like
go.
probably the most.
You have thrift shopping to do though.
That,
Not
I mean, not
today.
today, for sure not.
But we
So
should-
what's it called?
Baladi, which
Baladi.
means my country.
My
Or
country.
like local. I mean, you can it has two meanings.
Interchangeably.
Yeah.
Okay. The pita is crap too, but I'm glad that you guys
It's just
enjoyed not my hummus. I made the pita though.
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. Okay. Okay, so sorry for the interruption, but I was really hungry. So
I don't blame you.
okay, so little sidebar. I spent Miami Music Week with these guys, and it was so much fun. It was like my real first time. Like spending a concerted time with you guys, and I was like, okay, I get it. They're a lot of fun. Like, I understood. And the best part about that, one of my favorite moments from that week was we're at the Carlita Sends a Fine thing, and everyone's like, we're gonna go to Higher Ground, and someone grabbed the Higher Ground woman's phone and just added like 50 names to the list, and we showed up, and for a couple minutes there was a panic, like. They're like, who are all of you? And then one of you just had a bag of all access,
Like
literally-
20 bracelets.
Yeah, just a bag of bracelets, and you just start handing them out.
Everybody gets the
And I literally watched, and it was just the perfect amount of bracelets. And I looked at Josie, I was like, they're not fucking around. They're just not fucking around.
That was
The perfect amount is because of me. I can count, but he does. He does the heavy work.
He can count. I literally told her, just give me everything that's in the bag.
Give me the whole bag. Give me all your money. Okay?
I'm like, we just need 16.
Yeah.
She's like, how many? I'm like, just give me everything. Like, you're leaving. Just give me everything. You know? We had one more. Tried to sell it. Fuck me.
It was too late.
You know, like that connection that we had in Miami?
Yeah.
That's a consequence of me saying to myself, no production this year. Because when you have a big production like Titoria happening somewhere else, it's
all consuming, I would imagine.
literally, at least, other than my
60-hour weekday job.
it's 8 hours a day, at least, for 6 months.
It's a grind.
Because you can think, like, you don't think about
all
this
you
stuff.
little dancing woo-woo hippies out there that go to their events, you know, you can clap it up for them.
Because
for doing
imagine
this.
you're going to a country, country that you don't know,
Right, different
culture,
language.
different work ethic, different language. That's super important. Like
Yeah.
you have to learn language, like some words really quick.
How many languages do you guys speak?
2.5 for me. My French is not that good.
Parlez-vous français?
Un peu.
Avec.
Avec qui?
That's all I
Avec.
get. Yeah, that's all I-
That's avec.
That's all I get.
You do 4?
Yeah, fuck.
4? What 4?
French, Arabic, English, and Spanish.
Yalla habibi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the extent of my Arabic as well.
We'll teach you the cuss words.
Okay. Yes, please.
Yeah.
So I just need some more cuss words. Okay. Little break from our regularly scheduled programming. So, what's been your favorite venue? You guys have done how many shows as Alko the Duo?
We've done, I don't know, a lot.
The move every Sunday at Felix. 'cause
So
that's
yeah,
huge
no, that
numbers.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
That doesn't
we've,
count.
we've derailed, by the way. We've been talking about Tithoria, etc.
But we want
We
to come
haven't
back to
derailed. This is my production. This is exactly what I want to be doing. But,
So let's focus a bit more on Alko because we haven't talked about
yeah,
Alko.
yeah. So
We've
and this
played.
year-
you
so-
see
so
how
part-
I steer the shit back to Alko. like this.
That's his job.
Yeah, this
so,
is my job.
So part of the
production.
Part of the no production was let's focus on Alko
So-
because you're taking 8 hours a day and you're not having fun and connecting properly.
So
with
I'll hit
people
you
in
with
the
some
community.
Alko. So how many
Fif-
shows have you done minus the Felix as Alko?
Minus the Felix, I would estimate, I don't know, 70, 80 shows, maybe closer to 100.
500.
2 trillion.
No, I would say
We've done 6 shows a day for the last 8 years.
yeah, probably like less than 100.
Okay.
Almost.
So of those, let's call it 80, favorite place you've ever spun. And it can't be the first party where you press play and it goes boom.
Yeah, not the Costa Rica one. I would say it's the Romania. Romania for me was one of the most fun parties.
Romania was good.
Definitely. The crowd was very engaged. The set was really, really fun.
Worst place you've ever played. And I
There's a
wonder if
few.
it's the same answer. I want to have them like write it down maybe and see if we have a uniform answer. Here, wait.
Worst
Whisper it to me.
Okay.
Montreal.
Wait,
Montreal.
You didn't whisper it to me.
Yeah, you ruined the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
You think it was Montreal?
Montreal was pretty bad, yeah.
What made it bad?
This,
I mean, it was like a bar.
it was a
kind of
bar
situation.
to start with. Expectations weren't managed. We're going back to Montreal next month for a better party, so we're excited to be back there. But that one was. There's a really fun story about the after party of this event, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Actually, it was traumatizing. But Montreal, bad sound.
Was your head stuck in the couch?
No, worse,
okay.
much worse,
No,
much worse.
not that bad.
I mean, yeah, but
we
we'll get
go
it.
to Montreal. We're Alko DJ.
Montreal. He does
Alko-
the
Oh no!
France,
The way the trip starts is that our rental car breaks down 2 hours away from the border at 10 p.m. and it goes into low power mode. The moment he starts driving, so I was driving for 4 hours, no
I
problems.
don't remember this.
You remember this?
No.
What do you mean? He goes down the steering wheel, car breaks down in 15 minutes. We have to you can drive at most 25 miles an hour, right? So we go to Plattsburgh, which is the closest town to the airport, to the border. We're like,
Love
okay,
that spot.
let's sleep there, wake up, figure shit out.
Wait. Next to Thoria, 2024, Plattsburgh.
Plattsburgh, upstate New York.
Exactly.
We had to drive. Bottom line,
Shout out Plattsburgh.
we had to drive across the border on a 25 mile per hour restriction because of the low power mode to exchange the car in Montreal
What
airport.
shitty car did you rent?
It was a Nissan Rogue, but
Nissan.
it just broke down for
Got
some
it.
fucking reason.
I don't remember this at all. Was that it?
It broke with you, literally. So we get there. We go straight to the party a few hours later. So we're supposed to get there on Thursday. We get there on Friday. We go to the event. It was bad. So Sharif is like, calls my friend where we're staying with him. He's like, hey, where's the after party? And the guy was like, I don't know. We'll find a place. Do you want to do it at our place? And I'm driving. I'm like, no, our place.
Put yourself in my shoe.
Do not.
I'm leaving New York, right? And I'm going to Montreal to play there. And my head is so big. I'm like, we're now international. We're going to Montreal. And then I get there, it's a bar, and it's not that great.
Sound is
and
bad.
You can't play even your music, So he said we don't prepare our sets, right? But you get there and then you see what's happening.
You feel it out.
And you can't play progressive dark in a fucking, bar with like not really good sound system.
Yeah.
So you gotta switch to whatever people kind of like.
Might
you find the
enjoy.
balance, right? Which I don't enjoy. I don't like it. Like I either want like good.
You don't want to
sets.
compromise what you like to play.
Just because I'm playing because I want to have fun. I don't want to play music that I don't like, right? And then the other thing, when you're sorting your music, when you're compiling what you like. So you're not gonna be compiling this. You will have some of this that you will folder, that you will sort out. But then
you don't
it's
enjoy
not yours.
It loses the
not even bangers there.
It loses the essence.
So
anyways, party's done.
So I'm like, I'm single. I need to party.
He's single.
I've been hearing about
guys.
Montreal for a lot.
Can you call it Montreal? Say Montreal.
Listen, if you say croissant, it's wrong. Croissant. Right? Croissant. So you just say it the right way.
Montreal.
It's also my show.
Okay, so aspirational, like what's one kind of festival, not your own, that's like on the docket where you're like, I would really love to play there? Or party, series, event, whatever.
I would say, like playing in Germany, we played in Katerblau last month for the first time. I would like to play a Fusion festival is something I think would be...
2 days is not enough time.
No, you can't go for 2 days. You have to go for a full week.
I'm going.
I got you.
You're still going?
I got
Yeah. But we'll hopefully play next year.
Okay.
Same answer, different answer?
Where I want to play? No, I think I want to play Mirage.
I mean, Mirage would be fun, yeah, definitely,
Because
for sure.
So these other festivals that are outside of New York, it's been happening, right? Especially this year where we said no production and more focusing on alko and.
We've been touring a bunch over the last few months.
So we've been literally traveling every weekend somewhere else, and it's fun. But I don't think we're still here in New York. Like we're doing parties in New York, right? And we limit it to like once a month or once every 2 months, so that it's not too much. Even once every 2-3 months, actually. Like we don't want to take gigs here, but like we need to elevate it to the next step in New York, and that's where like Mirage.
So Mirage would definitely be a cool spot.
We gotta. I have our production team here overtime, so we gotta kind of wrap this up.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
So, kind of final questions for you guys. Any like production aspirations? Are you producing? Is it just DJing? Do you care about production?
We definitely do care about production. We actually started, got the software, got the hardware, and started to put the time, and then we got slapped with other endeavors that really doesn't allow you to put. So if you don't put in the time, you're not going to see results, right? And we don't like to half-ass it.
Yeah.
You can't have.
You can't. You can't.
No,
It's just gonna sound crap.
10,000 hour rule.
Yeah, for sure.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Bitch, you weren't with me shooting in the gym.
So Drake.
We want to do it, but we want to find the right time to do it, so we do it properly. So it's in the near future.
Put it up on the priority list. But then he decided to open a startup.
That's taking up a lot of my time. That was the cliffhanger from before.
Yeah. Shout lineup.
Shout out to lineup. So where do you want to go with this? What are you doing right now, right here?
Yeah. So.
You don't need to answer this.
I'm gonna wait.
So,
I need something.
We're gonna do a season 1. So Hash, he's got more bought in on this every second. Literally, he's like, I got more people you got to talk to, dude. So I think like this is really natural to me. I like speaking to interesting people like you. I love forming genuine connections. The same way you guys go up and you have fun DJing. Like I thought this was a lot of fun. Yes? No?
For sure.
Okay. So like just continuing to do this with like cool people, interesting people within the scope of music. Yeah, like that's where like my brain is going. But like I have so much fun just like clowning around with kind of some clowns.
Some other
like,
clowns.
You know, like, yeah, like we're three jesters. So like that's like where I want to take it. I want to keep on doing it and see where it goes. And I got a great group with me. Shout out to the crew. Shout Stu Pot Productions. But good question that I did answer. Boys, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Habibi.
This was very fun.
That's a wrap.
Do you have a box to go?
Now that's a wrap.